Hi friends, it's Peggy Noe from PrettyPaperCards.com. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator and I'm here with my little Yorkshire Terrier Ellie, who's, while I wasn't looking, she was rubbing her face in her little bed, and the bow that I put on her like 2 minutes ago is now all kooky looking. So oh gosh. Okay, we're gonna double check here and make sure that we're live, and it looks like we are. So welcome, happy Wednesday. Oh my goodness, it's a good day. Okay, I'm trying to see if I'm getting any comments because it doesn't seem like it's connecting to the comments. Let's try it again. Okay, I see that I have one share. Carol and Tina are watching. For some reason, I'm not seeing my comments. That is not good. It's trying to connect to the comments. So I may have to watch. There we go. Carol, okay. Hello from Connecticut. How's your weather in Connecticut this late spring day, Carol? Good to see you. And I see it over there. Okay, and Tina, I guess you're on there somewhere. I see that you're watching. It shows, you can't really do too much nowadays. Electronics are going to find you out. Tina, hot, humid, rainy, Granite Falls, North Carolina. How hot is it, Tina? Carol Schaefer, beautiful. Good, you have beautiful weather. And North Carolina, hot, humid, and rainy. I have to say, though, that's why you get such beautiful plants. It really is. It's 90 here today, but it's dry. Okay, here we go again. I had an idea about how to fix this. Paula Nicely. Hello, Paula Nicely. I haven't seen you comment before, and you must be on YouTube. Thank you so much for watching me. I appreciate it. You're 80 something, Tina. Yeah, and with the high humidity, I totally get that. Yeah, very warm. That's how it was when we were in Mexico. It was 85% humidity and 85 degrees, and it was drippy. So Ellie is upset because my husband is eating something in the other room, and she loves to be with him when he's eating because he always gives her treats. So she was kind of whining before we came on because she wanted me to give her a treat. Susan Rosa, good to see you today. It shows that I'm your first time. Let's see. Paula is your first time watching. Thank you. Brenda from Texas, good to see you. Some new faces, good to see you guys. Well, we just chat for a few minutes while people get on, and we comment about the weather, and we usually comment about Ellie, and she's pouting because I wouldn't let her go see her daddy. Jeanne, good to see you, sharing with friends. Tammy from down the street. Hi, Tammy, my friend and neighbor and demonstrator. Tammy plays a lot of roles, but I know we all do too. I'm just sitting down. I've been racing around trying to get everything ready to show you guys, and there is so much going on today at Stampin' Up. It's a big day. Usually the beginning of the month when they release things like sales and new products sometimes, and that's all going on today. So I have been racing around all morning and trying to get everything ready for you guys. So the biggest thing to talk about is a sale, and a sale. I'm gonna hold this up. This is the little flyer. So it's a 10% off all stamp and die bundles. Well, the bundles are always 10% off. So when things are bundled together and you see that you can get a bundle, they're always already 10% off. So Tina Lesson, You spent more than you wanted to in the pre-order. She's a demonstrator too. I hear you. So we had a little pre-order today, but anyway, for every stamp and die bundle that you buy from the annual catalog, it doesn't include online exclusives. So every stamp and die bundle is an additional 10% off. So that's 20% off, which is a pretty good deal. And if you're a demonstrator, demonstrators get a minimum of 20% off everything standard. So if you take the 10% standard bundle discount, the new 10% for the month of June, from the 5th to the 30th, and the demonstrator 20% off, that's 40% off for demonstrators if they buy stamp and die bundles. And some of us spent too much. We really did. I agree with that. See how she got her bow all crazy. I put it in and I looked away for a second, and she rummaged her head in the dog bed and just got it all, you know, she's just like a little child. You just can't keep, there it is, a little straighter. You can't keep her looking the way you want, and I'll brush her and she'll race out of the house, or, you know, get in the grass and the dirt. Surprisingly, she does like dirt, you know. Okay, I'm going to put her down because we have more things that I want to show you. And what I'm going to do is turn the camera down. Thank you, Tina. Okay, let's do this. And here is my, here's the flyer on the stamp and die bundles. When I'm holding her, sometimes I don't think straight. Sometimes I don't think straight anyway. But the one additional thing on this June special sale is that all machines are 10% off. So the large Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine and the mini Stampin' Cut and Emboss machines, all 10% off. No, Mary Lou, thank you for that. Is a great question. You don't need to have a special code. They add it at the, well, when I was in there this morning in the online store, it was already marked 20% off when you look at it to buy. So they'll do it automatically. But the one thing to remember is that it is not on online exclusives, and it's not on stamp and punch bundles, only stamp and die bundles. And we're going to use one today. But excellent question. So that's the whole month. Okay, just so much was released. The other thing is the Glass Mat Studio, which is right here, and that's why sometimes my rings or my bracelets make a noise on the Glass Mat Studio. But it was part of a special last year or earlier this year, I can't remember, and everybody still wanted it. People didn't get it, so it's back. But the deal with it right now is that it's in a pre-order situation for demonstrators. So that's another reason to get. Here she's going to growl at me again because she wants to go with her daddy. I'm just going to let her go since her little time on the show is over. Okay, cool. I'll let you go. Okay, go. She's running. My goodness sakes. Okay, so this is in a pre-order period. Roz, good to see you. And it's showing us Stampin' with Roz. I like that. Good to see you, Roz. So the Glass Mat Studio is currently available for pre-order to demonstrators. And I put a little blurb here that join my team now, and you can get the Glass Mat Studio right now, and you don't have to wait until July 3rd. So pre-order for demonstrators is now, if they didn't get it before, and quite a few didn't, and others have joined since it was offered, and everyone loves this Glass Mat Studio. In fact, I wanted to say something about it. I had a class on Saturday, and one of the gals was asking, why is it that when you use the photopolymer stamps on the Glass Mat Studio, you don't need to use padding underneath? I don't know, because when all in the past, whenever we use a photopolymer, which is the see-through kind of clear stamp, we needed to put padding under it to make it stamp really well and get a good imprint. But with the Glass Mat Studio, you don't need to. With this glass mat, the photopolymer stamps come out perfectly. And it goes against everything we were teaching before. So I don't know why, but that's something good about the Glass Mat Studio. So if you're a demonstrator and you didn't get one, you can order it now. If you are not a demonstrator and you want one, get the starter kit. And there's so much to be doing right now. What I talked about that we pre-ordered is some new online exclusive products that I ordered at 11 p.m. my time last night. Yes, I love to do that. Margaret Gordon from Australia, so good to see you. And those pre-orders of the online exclusives will be coming on Friday. I don't think I'll have them by the time we do our live get together. They usually come kind of late at night, but if they are here, I'll show them to you. Those go live for customers in July, but demonstrators can get them now. So come on aboard is all I can say. We do so many fun things. Okay. Now, every month, Stampin' Up! Is releasing a couple of new kits, not Paper Pumpkin, but actual kits. And I got to see these on Monday. And I have to tell you, I ordered both of them. I've already ordered both of them last night. Holly, good to see you, Holly. And the other one I really like, and I did get, I'm going to show you, but this is amazing. So I printed out so that you can see. I think if you love flowers, this is an amazing kit. And I think I saw, I bought it. I don't even know how much it was. I think it was $22 or $23. But you get, I don't know, I want to say 10, but it could be 8 cards. Let me get my glasses on and see if I can tell. It's called the Expressions of Kindness Kit. The 2 cards, pre-made, pre-done, one has this watermark, one has this beautiful floral, which I'm crazy about. And when you open the card, the pre-made card, it's across the whole back. So it's not like the floral pattern is just on the front of the card. It's on the entire card, and the envelopes match. So I printed out all this stuff for you. Well, for me, actually, I guess. And here's everything you get in the kit. And you get the cards and envelopes. You get die cut pieces. There's a stamp, at least one stamp, couple stamps, labels, there's ribbon, there are embellishments and gold pieces that punch out. You guys, it's beautiful. This is what you need to make one card, and the other one, I think the color might be Lost Lagoon, the ink color. I'm not 100% sure. But look at these. Look at these beautiful cards that this makes. In fact, I have to tell, yes, the envelopes are beautiful. Holly, you saw a demonstrator make cards with this kit? It is gorgeous. Carla, good to see you, Carla, from Northwest Pennsylvania. Northwest Pennsylvania. I've been to Pennsylvania, but I don't think I've been to the Northwest, so welcome, welcome. But this is gorgeous, and there is a video that I can use and publish, and I'm going to try to put it on my, both on my a blog post one day and also on Facebook, because this is a gorgeous kit. Anyway, I got 2 because I knew I would love it. And the other kit is called the Scenic Route Travel Journal. Now, why did I love this? Well, I just got back from my trip and made a scrapbook. So actually, I thought there were more pages to this. Let me check. Yes. I really didn't need a travel journal, but you guys, it is amazing. And they talk to us about it, and I'm going to use it not for a travel journal, but you get this book. I think that's it, with a little, it's not a rubber band, but it's rubber band-ish that goes around it. Let me see if I can, well, right here, and I'm going to show you as soon as I get it, but I don't know if you can see right there, but that rubber band-ish cord comes up through some holes, and you can put the pages in and rearrange them as you wish. Then it has all kinds of cards and cutout things that you can put on here, but the pages come blank, and then there are pocket pages. So you can use this for any kind of scrapbook. So let's see. Anyway, here are the pocket pages, and this is how they go on, and sideways pockets. I guess I'm ready to make it, really. It's so amazing. Mimi, good to see you from Kansas. I'm doing great. How are you doing? How's your weather there, Mimi, in Wichita? So these kits are cool, and you can get them right now. And I think this one is 22 or 23 also, this travel journal. But like I said, I'm going to use it probably with you guys. But we won't make a travel journal. Marsha Long, good to see you. I'm glad you popped in. So, okay, then the last piece of news is that I have a new class to go, and it uses the Magnolia Mood bundle. Now, this is not on discount. It is a stamp and die bundle. I checked, it's available, but it's an online exclusive, so it's not on sale. But I love it so much that I wanted to make a bunch of beautiful cards, and I wanted to have you guys join me in a class to go. So I'm going to show you the cards that I've created. And in my class to go, you're going to make 2 of each. And you can sign up by emailing me, and I'll send you the registration link. So here's the first one. And the paper that I'm using is Nature's Sweetness, which is kind of gray. I think it's gray granite, gold, pecan pie, and I've combined with it Pretty Peacock, which I think is beautiful. And then look at that stamp. Oh my gosh, that's why I wanted to do this kit, because I think if you love flowers, everybody should have Magnolia Mood. It is, I'm probably going to keep it a long time. A lot of them I get rid of because I kind of have to. Becky Schlossnagel, good to see you. I'm showing the cards in my class to go this month. Look at this. This is the pecan pie, one of the papers, and I wanted to show you, in case you didn't know, this beautiful die. And here's the die set. It's in my little plastic container, but envelope thing. But it makes, you have this die, and then it has a little, it kind of got squished down, another little die right here that you layer on top of it so that it becomes kind of, let me get it so you can see it, kind of 3D. You see that? Isn't that gorgeous? I know. Well, it's the stamp set, Roz, thank you, but it's the stamp set that is stunning. And the dies. And then here's the third one that I've made for the class, and it uses Berry Burst. Look at that. And this is just the stamp, which is stunning itself. And I stamped it in Berry Burst, and I colored the leaves in with an Old Olive Stampin' Blend. And then behind it, I put that larger die. And it is, these cards are beautiful, and it's just because the bundle is beautiful. So you're going to get everything to make 6 cards, 2 each of these 3 designs. You're going to get, I used the Adhesive Back Sequence Trio because it has the colors that I'm using. You're going to get a half a pack of the beautiful Nature's Sweetness Designer Series paper, and you're going to get some Old Olive Stampin' Blends. If you have those, you can email me directly and request that those be changed out. But you know what? I use my Old Olive ones all the time, and every so often I get some new ones. So the kit itself, if you already have the stamp and die set, is $45, and the bundle with the stamp and die set, I'm giving you a break. The bundle with the kit is only $90. So if the kit is $45, then I'm really selling you the bundle for not that much. Hi, Renee. You just got out of work. Oh, too bad. But you're off now, which is wonderful. So anyway, this is my new class to go. I have a registration link if you email me, Peggy@prettypapercards.com, and I will email you the registration link. The registration is only going to be open until probably just Saturday, because the stamp and die bundle is available. I don't want to let too much time go by, because sometimes things go out before you know it. So probably the registration's only open until Saturday. So definitely email me if you're interested. Okay, what are we going to make today? Well, we're going to use a discounted stamp and die bundle, and we're going to use Thoughtful Wishes. Now, Some of you know that Thoughtful Wishes has my very favorite die in the whole entire catalog, and it's this one right here. I love this die, and we're going to use it, of course. I just think it's so amazing by itself and also for background. Hi, Marcia. What do you need for the class? I'm going to have a little list when you email me for the registration link. I have to get that all done as soon as I'm finished with you guys here. But I'll tell you the inks and everything, but just regular adhesives and stuff like that. Julia, good to see you. So today for our card today, and I still have even little, I've been using this all morning and I have little bits of paper in here. But I think this, particularly this die set, is so gorgeous, and the stamp set. So we're going to use this today, and this is the standard 10% bundle discount plus the additional 10% discount for the special month of June sale. So it's 20% off regular price if you got them by themselves. So that's what we're using today. And here is the card, and I'm going to show you a few tips and tricks. So this is the card. I'm going to make it just a little bit different. I think I'm going to have, this is the favorite die right there. Let me, I tucked it up under. That's what we're going to do. And it just makes that nice little border. But I think I'm going to use, this is fresh freesia paper, and I think I'm going to use the new Petunia Pop. But this is a fun fold, and it opens like that. And this is, I think this is my favorite stamp in this set. Isn't that just cute? Look how cute it is. And I put it on the envelope too. Isn't that just darling? I just think that is so cute. So let's get started. Let's make this card, and I'll show you how to do this little triangle thing. I've got my paper trimmer out, so we are ready to go. Here is my paper trimmer, and let me make sure you guys can see it. And here's our standard card base, which is 8.5 by 5.5. And what we're going to do is we're going to start by scoring at 4 1/4. Then I'm going to show you how to cut the triangle situation. So we're just going to score in half like that. And then what we're going to do, let me just go ahead and burnish that. And I don't know about you guys, I think it doesn't matter. People fold all different ways, but for me, the valley is there, and I fold against the valley, into the valley. That's what they call it, the valley, the little indentation when you score. Okay, so there we go. So now we know the front of our card. Here's our front. So let me get this down so you can see it. So what we want to do here is we're going to want to cut from this corner down to this corner. So I'm going to open this up, and what I want to do is put this fold, the score line that we just made, right in the kind of the trough, you know, the cutting trough there. So we're going to hover that over the cutting trough, and then we're going to get this corner down here and move it into the cutting trough, the same thing. So it takes a few times, because once you move the top, then the bottom moves, and so on and so on. But I've got it lined up now. I'm going to put that down, and I'm going to just cut like that. And there, whoops, there is our card. It's really easy. Once you've done it a time or two, it's really easy. And we have this piece left over, which we're going to use on the inside of our card, right? Okay. So what we're using for our paper is Petunia Pop, which of course I love. And the interesting thing here is, so we're going to use a 4 by 5 1/4 piece for the inside of our card. And then I'm using some of the Unbounded Beauty paper. And I'm using this peach pie piece that's going to go in the center. And remember, this shows. Okay. And then we want to do that same kind of design on this triangle. So we have to cut these pieces in the triangle shape. So that's what I want to show you. So I'm going to bring my paper trimmer over again. And what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to cut this piece. This is already 1/4 inch down, less than the front. Okay, this is 4 by 5 1/4. And I'm going to do the same exact thing where I put the top in the trough and the bottom in the trough. Then I close that up and cut. Okay, now let's see how that worked for our front. And it should work just about perfect. It comes pretty close. It's good. It's perfect. There's a little ridge around it, right? Okay. Now we're going to do the same thing with this piece of our unbounded beauty paper. That's the back side, which we could have used, but I wanted to focus a little bit on the peach pie. And we're going to do the same thing, cut from corner to corner, just like that. Okay. But with this one, I want it to be a little bit smaller, right? I don't want it to be the same. Well, it isn't. It's a little in. I wonder why that is. It is already. Maybe I cut it already. Okay, we're good. I usually cut it down, or you can cut it a 1/4 inch smaller. So I must have done that for us. But anyway, just cut it down as if you would make the whole piece a little bit smaller by a 1/4 inch, and then cut that angle, and you've got it all set. Okay, so now we're ready to go. Why don't we go ahead and let's do the inside of our card, since we're kind of there. Let's get that all glued down. And we'll glue down, I think these two colors surprisingly look well together. I really, just looking at them and not knowing that our in colors almost always go together, I would never put these two together, but I actually really, really like them. Okay, so we're just going to put this in here in the center. And then we're going to put the pretty peach pie one in. Are you guys liking peach pie? Let me know. I'm liking it a little more than I expected to. Got a little bit of glue on the outside there. Okay, so there's the inside of our card. We'll finish it up in a minute. Now let's play with the outside. And I don't want to glue this down yet because I want to put that beautiful die. I want to tuck it up under there. So let's get out the little mini Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine and the favorite die. And I think, what? I thought I had some paper for that. Huh, okay. I wonder if it'll fit on this one. I've got plenty of paper elsewhere. Yeah, let me just pull that out. I was rushing around a bit before I came on. Okay, here we go. Here's the way I keep my little scraps. I don't know how you guys... Oh, you haven't used the peach pie yet? I think you'll really like it, Julia. I like it better than I thought. I'm not usually an orange person, but I like it. Okay, so this is how I keep my scraps. This is like, they call this thing a job ticket holder. You can get it on Amazon. And then I just put a label at the top, and it holds all my crumbs. See how I call them crumbs? And that way I know where they are. Let's see if this little scrap will work. Yes, okay, good. Okay, and what I'm gonna do here is trim this down just a little bit. A little closer to it. Okay, so we'll put that right on there. Let me see if you can see it. Yes, you can. And for this one, it's, you know, it's quite involved, and so, in other words, it has a lot of little cuts, and so I usually go back and forth. I usually go forward, and then I usually go back to make sure that the cutting is, that it has good cutting. Kathy, good to see you. Tuned in late, but you'll watch. Okay, yes. I gave a bunch of announcements. There were a lot of news, Okay, so here, let me get some of these crumbs off of here. And then I'm gonna take your pick tool and just, this is the brush attachment that you can get, that gets out your little bits. And it does a pretty good job at it too. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm going to use the little pick end. This is kind of a delicate die, and I don't want it to tear when I take it out. I was playing with it this morning and one little bit tore because I was a little too anxious. Let's see, that is not coming out either. Let me just, it helps to just loosen it, pop these little guys through. Okay, let's see now. Because this is so beautiful. Look at that. Oh my gosh, I just love this. I have to say, isn't that just so pretty? And there are a couple bits that we still have to get out here. Let's see. Just a few. And you know, sometimes I even use it with the bits in, if there's just a few. That's kind of an artistic technique. I think someone invented that so that they didn't have to go back and get all the bits out. Okay. So now we have this, and what we're going to do here is I want to put this on the edge like that, so that when I add these pieces, they'll cover that up. And isn't that pretty how it comes out like that? Okay, so let's get that glued down. It's kind of a shame to cover all that, but we can make more, right? There's a little bit there. So what I'm going to do is just put a little bit of glue all the way down this center part of the floor. It's like a leaf arrangement, I guess, right? Just going to put a little glue all down that, and I might put just a little here on the part that's going to be covered to really make sure it holds inside. Okay, here we go. And we're just going to put it right up on the edge there. And we can bend it a little bit to make it go where we want it to go. Okay. And now we're ready to put this first piece on. This first triangular piece of Petunia Pop. I like to just get a light bit of glue so that it doesn't come out. I don't like it when it comes out. All right. And we already know it's going to come pretty close to the edge here. And the nice thing about the glue is you can move it around there. Doesn't that look pretty? It looks, yeah, it does, Julia. Thank you. I'll hold it up close so you can see it. Can you see how it really looks great the way it comes out there? I really like the way that turned out. Okay, and then we're going to put this piece over top. And this would be beautiful on there. But again, I just wanted to use a little bit of peach pie with it to give, it's not, I'm not making a monochromatic card. I guess I'll just say that. You know, they are having us think a lot about color theory at Stampin' Up. They put that wheel in the catalog, and they're going to be they're going to make us a wheel. It's supposed to come out before the end of the year, a color wheel. So they have us thinking about color theory. So I forget what this is called. There, isn't that beautiful? Now you could just do absolutely anything you wanted with that. Isn't that so pretty? I really love this. So this is kind of a nice card base, and both edges here are coming out. The one thing you have to be careful is when you put it in an envelope, it does look like it's all one piece. Kathy, thank you. And hi, Beth, good to see you. So now all we do is decorate to our little heart's content. And I have some pieces that we're just going to play with here. And probably the first thing we should do, let's get our inside handled so we don't have to think about it later. So here's the piece that we cut out, but obviously we don't want to use this piece, it's too big. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get out my paper trimmer, and I noticed if I flip it over and cut out by 1/4 inches, it gets smaller all the way around. So actually I'm going to cut off a 1/2 inch at the bottom, just like that, and then turn it right side up, and it should fit just perfectly. Let's make sure we know what we're talking about. well, maybe I'll cut off a little bit more. Let's cut off another 1/4 of an inch, because I want to make sure that it's going to hide under that triangle front. Okay. Now let's put it in there. Okay, perfect. It fits in there perfectly. Alrighty. And I do want to stamp with that cute stamp I showed you. I think it's just cute, and I want to put it on this card. And I'm going to use Pretty Peacock kind of as my accent color today. I think it looks good with these colors. And so I'm going to just put a bit right there. Isn't that cute? See what I mean? Isn't that such a darling stamp? I love it. Love, love. Okay. So let me check my fingers here. Okay. So now we'll glue this down, and this will be the part that you can write on in your card. And usually, like I mentioned before, just write a little bit larger than normal if you're concerned about what are you going to say. You know, you could just say best wishes or whatever. This doesn't leave you a lot of room to write, and some people like that. Then other people make like an epistle. Sometimes I do, it depends. So that fits right inside. Isn't that just so nice? Okay, now the dies, let me show you, where did I put all those dies? Okay. There are so many dies, and I pulled out this one because I still want to cut that one. I pre-cut, and it's a little getting weird there. I pre-cut one of these. I think that is this die right here. I pre-cut that in the peach pie to put on the front. Let me get these little guys out here. They're bothering me, the little bits of paper that I didn't pull out. I think this is, I was using, anyway, a different paper I was using. Okay. So now we've got our little peach pie flowers, and I think for this, we're going to go ahead and use, see if this, we'll put some petunia pop flowers. So let's cut this. Where am I? Here we go. Thank you, Tina. You know, again, all the stuff, all the Stampin' Up products are just, they are beautiful, and you really can't lose. Now there is a paper. I am not using the paper that goes with this set. I'll show it to you in just a minute. There's like a little suite for the thoughtful wishes. I'll show you the paper, but I am not using that paper. It's really kind of not my favorite. I don't know why. A lot of people love it, but it's not my favorite. So I like to use my favorite. When you can use your favorite, why not, right? Okay, so we've got some flowers in both these colors that are theme colors, and we could put them, let's see, I think we'll put the petunia pop the furthest away there, maybe like this. Okay, what else? Was I going to do something different here? What else was I going to do? I was thinking maybe I wouldn't do this. What was I thinking I might do? After I made this, I thought, oh, maybe I don't like that. I'm just pondering what else we might want to cut out. So we have a lot of pretty leaves. Maybe we should cut a few leaves. Let's do that and see if I don't think of my idea. And let's make our leaves in this. I guess I should have used this ink color, but I didn't get it out. Shy Shamrock, one of our new ink colors. And let's put some leaves on here. There are lots of leaves in this die set. So we'll just pile up a bunch of the leaves here and see what we think. Oop. Look at all these leaves. Can you believe it? This is nice because you just will run through once and you'll have all these leaves here. You won't have to run through a whole bunch of times. That's pretty handy. Okay. Okay, here we go. Lots of leaves. Okay, let's see how they all turn out. Look at that, they're pretty nice. I think we got all of them except this one, that same one that was sticking there before. Sometimes you can do this with your plate and whoa, those will release. Just like that. Okay, there we go. So let's see what we think here. And aren't these pretty? They look beautiful, don't they? I know what I was thinking. I was thinking I would cut those flowers down and make them a little bit shorter because they were kind of too long. Let's see if we can get, I do like this cluster of leaves, these two. I think it's really pretty. I'm glad I remembered what I was going to do. Okay, so where are our flowers? Here they are. I think I was going to bring them down lower, maybe like this, and cut them lower. Let's do that. Let's just snip those off. We'll just snip the bottoms. Do you ever do that? I don't know. I just make them what I want them to be. You know, that's part of being an artist. Okay, there. I think that kind of looks a little better, don't you? It really fits right in there. Okay, and then let's see what we might want to do with our leaves. Or we could tuck those in, and then we also have these long ones. I don't really know what these flowers are. I think actually these right here, I think they're thistles. I don't know what you guys think. Watching from Delaware. Oh my goodness sakes. Vicky, on vacation. Thank you for watching while you're on your vacation. That's kind of a big deal. This is, you're getting to see the, you know, the designing mode, the inventing mode. You just invent it as you go along. Do what you think looks good to you. I think that looks kind of good, just like that. And maybe we'll put, I thought there was another, here we go. Do you guys do that? You just kind of ponder what you're gonna do. We could put a leaf coming out up there. I kind of like that. I kind of think that looks good. What do you guys think? Let me know what you think. Okay, let's get our flowers down first. And then after we do the flowers, we just have to do our sentiment. But, you know, when they give us such beautiful products, it's fun to just play around. I personally like to play around with them. So we'll put this one over here. And then we'll put this one right on top of it. Put the peach pie. These are delicate little things. I do have to say that. You have to be pretty careful with them. And I'm just putting tiny bits, tiny dots of glue on here. Not too much. Just tiny dots. And we'll just put this right here. And I like to leave some of them unglued so that they come up. It gives a nice, you like it without the leaves, Julia? Okay. I'm kind of with you on that, but I feel it would need a bow or something. What do you think? You like it just without the leaves? Let's see here. Let me look. This is my little container of baker's twine and little stuff. Let's see if we have a color we would like. I don't really have a purple. I don't have petunia pop anyway. We have white, or we have baker's twine. Maybe just a little bow. What do you think? Bow. Okay. Okay, we've got bow. I don't know. Do we want white or do we want, maybe white looks better, huh? I think I'll try for white. Okay. Let's just tie a little tiny white bow and we'll see where we might want to put it. Sometimes you just turn your bow upside down and it looks better than front ways. I've done that. It's funny sometimes. Okay, just a little bow, like right there. That's not too bad. Okay, okay, let me get my little mini glue dots here and we'll put a little mini glue dot up there. Here we go, there's one. And we'll just stick it right, not at the very bottom, but kind of near the bottom. It kind of gunked itself up, but that's okay. It'll still work. And we'll just put that right on there. And we'll trim our little tails here. We'll just trim those so they don't really get in the way. Okay, that's pretty. I like it. Good ideas. Okay, now the last thing is we're going to stamp a sentiment, and the sentiment I decided to use is thank you. You could definitely use any of these. There's room for quite a bit up there, but I personally use a lot of thank you, need a lot of thank you cards, so I generally gravitate toward thanks. Plus I noticed there's a little dot, a stamp of little splattering. I don't know if I really want splattering though on this one. Oh, here, I already have my thanks out. Okay. So let's use our Petunia Pop ink in this case. And I had a little piece of white here somewhere. Let me see. Where did that little piece of white go? I know this happens to you guys. I know it does. But I wanted to cut a little circle with white. Oh, here it is. Here we go. A little scrap. Here. Okay. And we'll use our Petunia Pop. And this is a little tiny thanks. It's very cute. Now it's getting a little bit of ink on the edge. I'm going to hold it down a minute to darken it. I still think that T isn't quite right. Let me just turn it over. This end just wants to get lots of ink on it. I know you guys have that happen. I was pushing too hard, I'm sure. There, that looks better, I think. Okay, and then, you know, I have been using this Unbounded Love die set just so much for labels, for sentiments, because it has so much in it. So I'm going to grab this one, and we'll just cut the thanks out with this little die. Let's make room for our little mini. And remember, 10% off the mini Stampin' and Cuttin' Emboss machine, either the boho blue, which is this one, or the white, and also 10% off the large size, full size one during the month of June. If you don't have these machines, you know, I have the big one and I do use it and I love it, but for working here at my craft desk, it's so nice to just have this little one. It really is very nice. Okay. Is Unbound Beauty out of stock, Renee? Is that what you're talking about? I'm trying to remember if I saw that out of stock this morning when I looked. I don't recall that I saw that. because everything I'm using today, well, I think what I'm using today is in stock. That's why I used it, is so you could make sure to get it. Okay, so there's our thanks, but I think we need a little something under it. I wonder, maybe we'd like a little bigger circle. What do you think? A little bigger circle out of Petunia Pop? Let's do that, just to give it a little more emphasis. Let's try that, just for fun. You guys don't mind creating with me, do you? Since we're making it a little bit different than my original one. Renee, you haven't checked today. Okay. You almost have to check every day because things come in and they go out, and you, especially during this time when we're having sales. Okay, let's see how this looks. Ooh, I think we're gonna like it. That looks good, doesn't it? Okay, I think we're gonna do it. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna glue the larger one, and then I'm gonna put the white one up on a dimensional. Okay, we'll just do that. And where are my dimensionals? Here we go. So we'll just put one little dimensional on the back. Very cute. Maybe that's not quite right. Let me fix that. It looked a little crooked to me. Did you think it looked a little bit crooked? Whoops. Oh boy. Okay, I got it moved. I tore the paper a little bit. Okay. There we go. It's all set. Now, guess what came back in stock? Speaking of things coming back in stock and going out, these have been out for quite a while, the 24 to 26 in color resin dots, and they are back. In fact, I ordered several just last night because they're back in stock. So I think maybe we'll use the mini Petunia Pop ones. Let's put one right under here just for fun since we've got it. And we have a lot going on, so that's why I'm thinking of using the minis instead of the large ones. So there are two. Now I'm going to put a third one on. It's hard to decide, isn't it? I think I'll just tuck it right up under there. There we go. And we better do our envelope with that adorable stamp, and then we'll be finished. So here's our Petunia Pop ink. Now, one thing I did, if you're wondering, I took a look at the stamp because I'm going to stamp it down here. So do I want it to be off the envelope? Do I want it to be above the line? And I just take a look and I see, because the stamp part itself is about 1/8 of an inch after the red rubber actually starts. So you have about 1/8 of an inch there to play with. So let's see. So if I raise it down about 1/8 of an inch, then it'll look like it's coming off the envelope, just like that. If you look careful at your stamps, you can, it helps you sometimes. So there is our card. Oh, I'm really pleased with not putting the leaves on. Thank you guys for telling me that. I think maybe it was Renee that started started saying it. I guess that's the only oddball color. I could go back in and put that. I think I might go back in and put another one on top, another piece on top, and stamp that in the Petunia Pop. I'll do that after you guys leave. Okay, let's come back. There you are. Thank you so much for staying with me and watching. Oh my gosh, we really took a long time, didn't we? My gosh, it's almost an hour. I had no idea. Oh, goodness sakes. I was just relaxing and having a good time. Okay, so the prize from last week was the card that we used Petunia Pop too. I do tend to gravitate toward it because it's so pretty. This is the card we made, I think, last week. And the winner is Sandy Zeden. Sandy usually, sometimes she watches me here, but a lot of times she watches me over on YouTube. So congratulations, Sandy. I'm pretty sure I have your address and I'll get this to you. Thank you so much for watching. That's why I give you guys prizes, because I appreciate you hanging out with me. So thank you and congratulations to Sandy. And the prize for next week is a little package of our favorite iridescent pearls that you can color. I mean, we could have done that today. If you don't have these in color dots, but you have the blends for the in colors or whatever color, color your little iridescent dots. I love them for that. So this is the prize for next week. So if you put the word prize today, you'll be entered to win. I take your names down, I number them and run them through the random number generator. And that's how I decide. So thank you guys for watching. Thanks for hanging out a little bit longer than usual. I didn't know it was going to take so long. I'll be posting this card over on my blog tomorrow along with the video. And it's always on YouTube and Facebook if you want to rewatch. So thank you all so much. I hope you have a great next couple of days, and we'll be back on